Hi everyone, I'm Cody. Welcome back to E-Door to the World, your English podcast for fun and learning.
Hi, this is Krista. Today we'd like to talk about some very useful apps that will help you learn better, and you can use them every day too.
So if you study on your phone or tablet, this episode is perfect for you. And don't worry, most of the apps we are sharing today are totally free.
We hope you like this episode, and let's get started. Okay, nowadays students can be very busy with their study, homework, tests. Yeah, so it is important to learn to stay organized.
Yes, and there is some technology we can use to help. There are a lot of apps we could use to make studying easier or, make our learning faster and just help take care of some daily life issues.
Today we're gonna share 3 types of helpful apps. One is study apps, and second, organization and time management apps. And number 3, daily life helper apps.
Okay, so if you're ready to level up your student life, let's get started.
Okay, let's look at the number 1. Actually, I think I know this. I've used this one. This is Quizlet. And when you log in, you actually can choose who you want to be. Like you can be the teacher or be the students to study. Yeah. And I think I use it to generate worksheets. Yeah. But if you're a student, you can log in and study with, I think they are flashcards.
Yeah. I will use Quizlet when I study Chinese. And what's great is if you know what you want to learn already, you can just search for that. And probably someone else has made the flashcards that you want. And then if you want to you can copy them. And if you need to delete some or add some new ones, you can do it easily.
Oh, nice. I thought it's only for English.
No, you can use it for Chinese. Actually, and one hack for using Quizlet to study language is we call it a batch input for flashcards. It means you make a lot at one time. You can give ChatGPT the list of words you want to learn and then ask it to format them in the Quizlet format and then just add them all at one time so you don't need to make them one by one.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fast.
Nice. All right, the next one, I know about it, but I never used it, which is Duolingo. Duolingo?
Oh, Duolingo.
Oh, Duolingo. All right. I know it's for language learning.
Yeah.
I think I should use it because I do want to learn another language.
Yeah.
And this is almost free, right?
Yeah, right. I think there are some premium or features, some things you can pay for, but mostly it's free.
And I think I'd look at the interface, should be easy to use.
Yeah, right. It's
very
simple.
Right?
Yeah.
And the next one, I don't know this, but it might be very useful for students because it helps you to learn pronunciation, which is Youglish. And you also have it's a website actually.
Yeah,
it's also in a website format, and you type in the English word that you want to listen to the pronunciation.
Yeah,
and we'll just pronounce it for you.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I checked that it's also in other languages.
Oh, okay.
Right, so you can switch to like French, Japanese, or whichever other language you want to.
Well, that's good because then you can hear a real person using it.
Right. The whole point is it's really
natural.
Right. Right. Yeah, and it's very, very simple.
Yeah, right.
Very simple to use. Yeah, easy to use.
Okay, I didn't know about that one. That's cool.
Yeah. And as for organization and time management apps, I think I'd also need these. These are not just for study. These will be also good for work.
Okay.
Right. Number one is Google Keep. I have something similar I'm using. I'm not sure if it's Google Keep, but it's useful. Like if you want to keep very simple notes. And, checklists. Yeah. If you want to add colors, you can, but I'm a little lazy to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good for keeping notes.
Right,
Yeah.
if you like that kind of thing.
And another one is Notion. I don't know it as much, so maybe you want to talk about it, Cody?
Sure. Notion is basically just an organization app where you can keep everything, like all your different kinds of things together, like homework or some special project or your schedule. It's just a place to keep all of those things together. So it's a little bit like it's a schedule app. It can help you keep all your things together.
I check at their website, and apart from studying, right? These can be scheduling for studying, organizing your studying time and progress. For work, it can also be a teamwork project.
Yeah.
You can invite your coworkers or friends, and then you can work on the project together, see how things are going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
There's that too.
So you can collaborate, work together.
Yeah, and it can also insert many different types of information, like the graphic or link or videos, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right. So it's very multifunction.
Yeah.
So it may not be as easy to learn to use it, but once you learn to use it, then it can be really useful.
Yeah.
Right. And the last one is actually very cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cute little app that it wants you to stay focused on whatever you're doing, for example, studying.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the purpose is, you switch on the app, and then it just stays on that app, and then you don't touch your phone. And you go to study. And then the longer you can focus on your study, it's called Forest, right? So
Yeah.
the tree will grow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And it can also be a teamwork. You can invite your friends and do this together, so your tree will grow faster and probably more, becomes a forest. And one very good thing that it actually does is once you grow a tree, actually grows a tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there will be someone that actually plant a tree there on this planet.
Yeah.
Which is good for the environment.
Yeah, actually, I know some people who use this app.
And they would say how many trees they've planted, right?
Yeah, right.
You actually know this?
Yeah. I know people who use this app.
You saw it?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah.
Just very cute and then very good way to do something good.
Yeah, right. For all the electricity we use, like charging our phone, using our phone, you can stop using so much and put some back into the earth.
Ah, that's true. And I think it's free, right?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Extra information for Forest.
Also, students, if you play with your phone or you stop studying, your tree will die. So focus.
Let's continue with daily life helper apps. Number one is what we have actually talked about in the first episode, which is Google Maps. It's at least free and very useful in daily life, right?
Right.
And so let's not put too much focus on this.
Yes.
Let's continue with next one, which I hope they've come out earlier, which is called Photomath. I've never used it, but it's because it's not useful for me anymore. But for students, maybe it's so useful for you.
Yeah.
You know this?
Yeah. So Photomath is basically an app that you can use, and you can scan a math problem, and it will show you the steps to solve it. So if you're stuck on a math problem and you don't know what to do, it's a good one where you can help find your way.
Oh. But I have one question though. Is it only in English?
I'm not sure.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, students, you can try it and tell us how it looks like.
Also, it's math. Math is for every language.
Oh, that's true. Like if you can look, you can see the steps and actually know how to get to the answer, and because that's the solution already.
Yeah, maybe you can just, if it's English only, you can just ignore it. Follow the math.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And but this is only free to start. You may have to pay a little later.
Oh, I see. Well,
yeah, see, paid version still free. Yeah.
Yeah, well, good luck. Maybe if your math isn't too difficult, you don't need to pay. Or maybe if you can only do like 5 math problems, just make a new email address and sign up again.
That's one way. Okay. It's our activity time. Let's talk about the vocabulary today. The 3 main vocabulary today are number 1,
organize,
整理或是规划 Number 2,
reminder,
提醒或提醒的工具 Number 3,
focus,
专心或是专注 Let's still make a sentence with one of the words.
Okay, the word I am choosing is focus. You can use the Forest app to help you focus when you study.
Great. And let's continue with question of the day. We've introduced some apps today. And if you can choose, which app would you like to try and why?
The app I would like to try is Focus because I want to grow that little tree because that sounds fun. And also, I don't know, it's a good way to get something growing, plant some tree, give back a little. Yeah,
like you focus and you're also doing something good.
You can do 2 good things at
the same time, which is great. And I personally like to try to learn Notion. But it doesn't seem to be an easy app to start with, because these very multifunction, there are many things you have to learn to use it. It can be used for teamwork, and also if you want to plan your trip, it can be something for scheduling because you can put the photos and notes and many things together.
Yeah.
Right. And please tell us what you want to try. Okay.
We hope you enjoy this episode. You can use Google Form to write down your answers and send your worksheet. You may win a big prize. For more information, please visit Taoyuan EERC Facebook or website.
欢迎各位投稿学习单，在各单集的说明栏中会有 Google 表单的投稿连结，投稿一次就是一次抽奖机会，希望大家踊跃参加。Students, today we learned that technology isn't just for games, it can really help you study and stay organized.
Yes, many of these apps are free, so you can try them anytime.
You can choose an app to test this week. Maybe it will make your school life easier.
Well, we certainly hope so, but now it's time to say goodbye. So thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.